What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to Zodd. Nosferatu Zodd. I can't quite remember what the rest of it was called actually. 1 second, guys. I think it was actually, there we go. It was still in volume 5, that's for sure. Yeah, so it's Nosferatu Zodd chapter 3 and 4. Which are about the same length as the as chapter 1 and 2, which we covered in yesterday's video. So I might end up doing Master of the Sword as well, depending on how long that is. It obviously doesn't say how long it is, but really looking forward to this one. I did just go back to the end of the last chapter we had, because there was some awesome fucking artwork in here, wasn't there? The way we ended off as well. Look at this. The way we ended off, I love this shot especially here, and this one of course as well. It's kind of more beast side coming out. So yeah, we'll get right into this third chapter today. Let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy these videos, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with them. I usually read and react to Berserk on Mondays and Tuesdays, but it will get moved to Tuesdays and Thursdays after October, I'm pretty sure. Oh wow, we're really starting off with this shit, aren't we? Jesus Christ, man. Look at the detail in this fur, bro. That really just feels like it's right there, doesn't it? You could literally just put your hand out and just... I don't think you want to strike this guy. But you could just touch him and you'd feel it all, wouldn't you? Jesus Christ. The detail in this is ridiculous. Curvature of the horns. The way the horns used almost the same style as the fur, but look nothing alike as well. It's just crazy, isn't it? Like, even at the point where they come out, they could very easily just be mistaken for the rest of the fur, but it's very obvious that it's not. Very clearly outlined. Jesus Christ, man. We're really starting off with some beautiful artwork, aren't we? Oh my god. I wasn't expecting the first page to be this. Jesus. Wow. From every detail in this is just insane, isn't it? Every detail. Fucking hell. It looks so cool. Looks much better than any version we got in the anime or manga. Or movie. And oh shit. Now when he pulls the sword out of his, if it was in his shoulder, I don't think there'd be any blood at all. Got smoke all around him. There's his hooves. Right on the floor, big tail. Obviously, Guts kind of pales in comparison right now, doesn't he? Oh my god. He's got Guts fucking shaking, my dude. You know that's when shit is bad. Sweating big time. He's been sweating this whole time, to be fair, but now more than ever, it looks like. Got absolute buckets dripping off him. Eyes dilating. Dilating? That's the wrong word. Getting veiny. Not really sure what the right word is for it. Teeth fucking clenched. Look at... You don't see Guts looking like this too many times, do you? Even in the... of course, we haven't actually read the portion of the manga for the Great Eclipse yet. But even during the Great Eclipse, you don't really see him looking like this. You see him looking terrified, but also kind of mad and very angry at the same time. So it's not the exact same. It was enormous. It was terror itself. Look at his face, man. That's a priceless face right there. Again, that's the face of the dead guys that all sit behind Zodd, which is funny. It takes Zodd to kind of change into this form for Guts to actually make that face. Whereas all those guys before just died to this almost humanoid form of Zodd. This is great. So long ago I'd forgotten the feeling of boiling blood. To make this feeling my own again, on the chance I might come across an enemy like you. Maybe that's why I've remained alive these 300 years. Now, fight! Don't disappoint me. Look at that eyeball, man. A little twitch upwards, meaning that he is enjoying it a little bit from what it looks like. Sinisterly. Sinisterly indeed. Jesus Christ. That poor man. You get slammed by that, you're getting fucked. No reaction, of course. Again, Guts is in a bit of a state of shock and terror right now, isn't he? As you would be. How much force he gets slammed into that pillar with. Almost breaks the whole pillar. See, any normal person that would just kill you. Straight up. Oh my god, another sick shot here. Oh, we started out with some amazing artwork, haven't we? I think it's always going to be amazing when it involves this guy, to be honest, isn't it? Just the sheer amount of detail you need to actually draw this guy. It would actually be a whole lot easier to draw him in the anime and movies, I think. Maybe not to a quality degree, but the way they did do it, it was very easy from what it seemed, actually. But if you wanted to draw him in a lot of detail in anime or manga, it would be very difficult. Never really seen him in that much detail in either form, though, have we? But that is a badass shot, that is. This can't be. It can't be real. Monsters like this can't exist. They do. There's plenty of them. Oh, Freddy. I'll switch up the song real quick. Apologies, guys. Ooh. Yeah, these chapters are really short, unfortunately. I think I kind of understand why, just because, again, there's so much detail and there's so much beautiful drawing put into this. I don't think you could really prolong these chapters, to be honest, can you? It would take way too much out of the author. Way too much. Like this, drawing this panel alone would take me... obviously I couldn't do it. If I tried to do it, and if I really had to get it spot on, it would take me months, probably. Months. Maybe I'm over exaggerating a bit, but the fact is I can't. The fact is I just can't. To be realistic, it probably would take that long to get anywhere close to this, to make this look like an actual beast. I was always pretty bad at drawing, pretty bad at painting. I was always alright at kind of drawing with a pencil or a pen, but never anything too much. As we move in again. Ugh. And he hits him right in the head and it does absolutely fucking nothing. Yep, flung into another pillar. Again, it's amazing that Guts' back is just not broken in any way. What's wrong? What, was that it? Is this all the power you've got? No. Guess I should say you did well for a human. But I won't show you mercy. This shot right here is sick. Again, expressing emotions through this guy's face must be fucking so difficult. I imagine it's hard to, because I think this mostly looks like a lion slash bear slash a few animals, but I imagine it's very difficult to make facial expressions through animals. and it pulls it off very well, doesn't it? Again, just with a slight kind of eye twitch it conveyed earlier, the kind of sinisterness, and this time it's almost like disappointment, but also kind of disapproval. That's amazing, isn't it? His big ass fucking paws around Guts. Sure, if this guy wasn't bad, he'd be a good little snuggle partner, probably. Probably should be thinking of stuff like that this time, though. If you can't fight, I'll tear you apart. Thing is, as well, with his teeth, like the front ones aren't even sharp. They're just fucking almost just straight. I imagine just from overuse, just from using them so much. It's almost more scary than having all pointy teeth. But he's still got those giant fangs at the side. Ah! Looks like he's digging his claws in the back of his. Again, Guts' back has taken some absolute torture this episode. It's amazing he walks out of this without a broken back. And there's a. Hey, there we go. Here's the cavalry. A row of arrows. Obviously, don't do much. There he is. There's Griffith. There's I think we can quite easily tell who this one is right here. Pippin. Probably the rest of the gang in the back there as well. Yeah, Pippin, Casca, Vidal. And look at all these guys' faces, man. Yeah, Griffith's sweating a little bit. Oh, they're all sweating. Oh, you know when Griffith's sweating, it's a little bit estranged. It's weird seeing Griffith again with without his composure. One of his composure and his kind of I'm not sure confidence is the right word, but his kind of steadiness is one of the main aspects about him. And probably a very very important part for his followers as well. Being able to follow someone that kind of steady. This is a moment that kind of changes that. Griffith. Hey, what the hell is that? Is this some kind of nightmare or something? It's Caucus. Hey, is that Nosferatu Zodd? Huh? What is that? Don't lose focus. Second volley. Fire. Yeah, it must be hard going into this situation, mustn't it? Just absolutely questioning everything you've ever known, but also having to obviously fight a giant beast. It would be quite the moment. And again, props to Griffith for controlling his men like this in this situation. Look at everyone's faces. The faces tell the whole story by themselves, don't they? Again, it's strange seeing Griffith so uncomposed. He's actually trying to protect himself, is he? He almost looks a bit scared here. Well, he's got his eyes wide open. Oh, that's strange. I remember from the anime, he wasn't really too bothered by the arrows, I don't think. But yeah, it looks like actually a few are getting through. I might be remembering that wrong, to be honest. But they are hitting him. And we know arrows do work on a lot of these demons from what we saw in like the first chapter. The Black Swordsman. Did we kill it? You're fucking joking, dude. This mustn't be. Oh, is that why his eyes are wide open? Is this the moment he saw the Behelit? Oh no, he didn't. Not yet. I won't have this. No one may defile this battle. I won't have it. Oh shit. Size of this guy is ridiculous, man. The thing is, these guys aren't even like a third of his size from this shot, but we see Guts almost almost the same size, about half the size. It's quite funny, isn't it? Yeah, dude's on a rampage. Forget it! Fall back! Run! Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, we got another big shot coming up as well. Man, this chapter's been a treat so far, hasn't it? But yeah, look at these guys getting steamrolled by the horns. This guy just fucking flying backwards. This guy has one of the horns through him, unfortunately, and he got done the worst out of everyone on this page so far. This guy flying up as well. Look at that, just random arm, random head. Again, look at Griffith's reaction, man. I'm not sure we'll ever see these sort of faces from him again. Pippin just looking, actually Pippin looking quite confident. There's half a guy's body. Jesus, man. Oh my god. No, we've got two guys here. Not sure where the other half of his body is, but you can see his guts kind of flowing through Zodd's hand. They almost look like the same guy. Maybe they're brothers. Got the same haircut as gone from Hunter x Hunter. More guts in this this guy on the left as well. Yeah. Getting bit right through. Again, just shows the absolute stature of Zodd, doesn't it? Just look how massive this guy looks in this shot. It's ridiculous. Doesn't even fit in the whole shot. Half of his body doesn't even fit in this whole shot. Where he's ripping apart two men. Again, just the I'm not sure his spatial awareness, but just the kind of size capture in these drawings as well is just bonkers. The way they actually make it feel like this guy is just this absolute presence. Oh, this guy getting done by the hoofs. Damn, he just got splattered like a wasp. I don't kill wasps or anything. Flies, fair game personally. Flies piss me off, but wasps and bees always try and let them out. As with most insects, I think you guys know I like my animals, like my insects and stuff. If I ever see one in my house or anything, I remember them. I will try and kind of nicely put it outside. Sometimes that's hard, and with flies, they're just gonna die. I hate flies. But yeah, this reminds me of what I'd like to do to a fly. They're always fucking trying to run about. Imagine that's what it does feel like for a lot of these kind of villains and people like Zodd. Feel like these humans are little flies, just kind of swarming, running about, just avoiding death by an inch, then running away again. It's a little bit like Guts, actually, isn't it? Funnily enough, but obviously Guts are very different from a fly. Obviously, fights back and such, and puts himself on that brink of death. It's no use. No human can fight this thing. What a monster! Casca, have everyone withdraw. Griffith, where are who? Oh. Again, so many fucking body parts just flying about. I mean, one swipe from this guy and he's took out like 4 people right there. What is she looking sad about? Griffith, where are who? Oh, was that Guts? Hey, can you stand? Dumb bastard, why are you here? You can complain after we've escaped from that monster. Why? Why's it got to be like this? God damn it. Just silence. Oh shit. Oh, looks like it's going to be next chapter. Oh shit. Here we go. Where are you going? Your heart's still beating. Oh shit. Your heart's still beating, little human. Nosferatu Zodd. End. That's a sick shot right here, isn't it? Two brothers in arms. One absolutely beaten to a pulp. Other just trying to save his valuable asset. So much that he'd be willing to take on this absolute beast of a monstrosity that's standing in front of him, actually. But wow. This is hype, isn't it? Okay, let's get straight to the next one. Again, there were some absolute beautiful panels in this, right from the start, wasn't there? All the way throughout, to be honest. This chapter was nuts, wasn't it? This chapter was nuts on the artwork. Okay, Nosferatu Zodd, chapter 4. That's a sick shot of Griffith there, isn't it? Again, I really love his sword design. Sword design is cool as hell. Here we go. Look at that, man. Well, I was going to mention earlier, I love how in some of these shots you can only really see his kind of upper part of his mouth to show, almost like when a beast or when a dog kind of shows its fangs, just to show you that it's dangerous. That's going to fuck you up. Fight! Fight me until you're torn to pieces. End of the road, ah. Yeah, sounds like these guys might actually just be accepting death at this point, which is fair enough. I think a lot of humans would. And I think even if you were Guts and Griffith, you probably would. But yeah, this is where I die. Crap! Griffith! Oh, little Ricker, what are you going to do with that? Again, at this point, it's just expected that every fucking shot of Zodd looks absolutely incredible, so not going to spend too much time on it, but again, it looks absolutely incredible. As he gets ready, lowers his head. No, it's not the smartest way to fight, is it really? Lowering your head like that. I mean, of course, when you've got big old horns, it makes sense, but still you leave yourself reasonably vulnerable. You're obviously not able to see anything higher than eye height. You've got another big shot here. Oh my god! Can you move? We're dead if I don't. You from the left. Let's go. As it looks like he's about to crack his hands in. But this shot, look at that facial expression. That's the first thing I saw. Griffith's on the right, Guts on the left, both hitting as well, both making him bleed. Well, obviously I say making him bleed, his whole fucking arm's been cut off. Not sure what's happened here on the left. I'm not sure it was his arm. It looks like it's kind of coming from around his neck, but his face just looks pissed. Yeah, look at that clean slice. Yeah, it was around his neck, I think. And his arm's falling off right there in this scene. Oh my! Again, these chapters have been sick, haven't they? These might have been some of the most well drawn chapters yet. Look at this, man. Is that the part of his arm that's not cut off, I guess. It looks absolutely massive, doesn't it? But fucking hell, you can hear that, can't you? You can hear that. Hey, look at Griffith there, looking badass as fuck. whereas Guts, already beaten to a pulp, just has to lie on the floor. Whereas Griffith gets this cool ass pose. Oh yeah, awesome! Come on, run for it. There's a back shot of it. Oh, I didn't realise its tail was so long. But wow, Griffith really is something, isn't he? The cut of his arm like that so cleanly. I mean, hard to tell really, because obviously Guts wasn't able to do anything like that, even to his form beforehand. But also there wasn't another person with him, so it made that order much more harder. So it's still reasonably hard to tell who's the better fighter at this point. I probably would say Griffith, just because he won the most recent fight. But as we know later on, at some point Guts does overtake him. So yeah, after just pause, I think I will only be doing the 2 chapters again today in today's reaction, just because it's probably going to be about the same length, about 35-40 minutes. And I'm not really sure how long the next one is, to be honest. I might just have a quick look, to be fair. Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite a bit longer actually. So yeah, I think I'll probably start that in the next one. To be honest with you guys, again, yeah, it's much longer. Much longer. And I think, to be honest, again, the quality of these chapters, I think they fucking do by themselves, to be honest. These chapters have been nuts. Griffith, look out behind you. Oh, using the big ass tail. Griffith! I obviously think Griffith can much less take a hit though as well, that's the thing. Griffith might be, maybe stronger is the wrong word, but a better swordsman at the minute and could win the fight. But taking hits repeatedly, Guts is obviously better at, I think. As he takes 1 hit from the tail. From the tail, of all things. Griffith! And gets flung into one of the stones. Again, not even breaking it nearly as bad as Guts has been breaking into those stones. Get everyone's reaction as well. Again, shows you how much they care about their leader. Except for Pippin, of course. But these 2 boys especially. Gaping mouths. Casca as well, hiding her mouth. Ugh. And yeah, damn near knocked him out. With 1 hit from the tail. Again, shows how much Guts went through in this fight. That's a cool shot, isn't it? That's a cool shot. Guts just putting it all on the line, man. All on the line. Solo versus Zodd. What a day today's been. That I'd meet a human. 2 humans who could wound me so. Again, he almost looks a little bit pleased here, doesn't he? What the hell? Did he just chuck his arm at us? I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, he's got it right there, hasn't he? Yeah, he's holding his arm right there. He fucking chucked his arm at us. Fair play. Use what you can. A little bit of extra reach, I guess. Imagine that, man. You get your arm cut off and you use it as a fucking, as a piece of, as a bat, I guess. and that both of them would be lost at once. Interesting. Obviously, he just plops his arm back on nonchalantly. Would be lost. So that's interesting. Does it mean would lose at once, or does it actually mean be lost at once? And when he says be lost, does he mean in terms of their dream and their goal? Because obviously we know Guts is kind of lost in an aspect of what his aspirations and what his dream is. In those terms, he doesn't really have anything, does he? But Griffith pretty clearly has a dream and such, but he's on the path to it. But I guess you could say he's lost at the minute. I guess again, it could just be maybe a mistranslation, or it could actually mean what I was just talking about. Again, it's interesting how you kind of perceive what's happening and what's being said based on the translation. And it could be completely wrong. Bit annoying, really. Obviously, not really much you can do about it. Some things in Japanese just can't really be translated as well. That's the thing. Like, there's a closest translation, but sometimes you can't perfectly translate something from Japanese. It's difficult. I'll start with this man. Griffith! It's no use, Casca. And we're lucky he does start with Griffith, to be honest, aren't we? As we'll see in a moment. What? What's this? Look, even caption the surprise on a beast like this guy's face. Very subtle, because it almost just looks like his normal face, but you can see his eyes are kind of wrinkled in a little bit and wide open as well, and his expression as well. That's not the kind of sniggering. It's like down. I probably look like an absolute wrong'un right there, but yeah, it's like his mouth's like down a little bit. The egg of the king. And look at that. It's almost like he's scared now. The egg of the king. Just thinking, do you reckon Griffith's ever tried to get a blowjob from this egg? Just put his thing on it and see if the mouth opens up. You know what? I could very much imagine this thing biting it off if anyone ever done that. Give it a little sniff. That's what modern day people would do with this type of thing, I imagine. If anyone found this, if any internet culture person found this in 2022, that's probably what it'd get used for, to be honest with you. A fleshlight of sorts. It can't be. The egg of the king? A cub like him? With the crimson Behelit. The God Hand. This guy's like having like flashbacks in it right now. A cub. Again, it's interesting how he refers to him as a cub, but he very much looks like a lion, as well as a horse, type fucking all sorts. A cub like him with the crimson Behelit. So when he says crimson Behelit, I mean, there's like different types potentially. Like there's this one that could turn you into like a god hand worthy kind of demon, and the one we saw earlier on, maybe that's one that could just turn you into a kind of normal demon, perhaps. Again, it'll be interesting to see later on, perhaps a little bit more details about the Behelits. Huh? So, it's that kind of ploy. Not really sure what this expression is. Like confusion, excitement, understanding, like all at once. He just cracks the ceiling. Our battle is on hold for now, boy. But I wonder if I'll ever meet up with you again. Here's a word of warning. No, a prophecy. If you can be said to be a true friend of this man, then take heed when his ambition collapses. Death will pay you a visit, a death you can never escape. Oh my god. We're going back to that in a sec. Let me check out the artwork for these scenes again real quick. Look at that eye, man. Look at that eye. That tells you everything, doesn't it? Deadly fucking serious. Deadly serious about what he said here. And he's right, isn't he? Death will pay you a visit, a death you can never escape. And he's right, isn't he? That shot here is so fucking sick, though. With the wings. Do we see them kind of coming out? Yeah, we do a little bit. And again, that's just the shame about this form of media, really. I mean, I imagine at some points they could probably show a transition of sorts, and I hope they do with like Femto and such. They show as evolution, which they will do, I think. But with films and with anime, you can actually kind of animate. You could see it live, like animated, the transition of these wings kind of spreading out the back, and that's just a bit of an awesome moment by itself, isn't it? Seeing this kind of transformation like that. We do see something similar with this guy, obviously earlier, where he transforms into this kind of beast form, but we don't actually see it kind of manifest over him. And that's something again you only really get with anime and movies, isn't it? Which you can't really do in manga. Again, there's benefits and kind of negatives to both forms, isn't there? But that's something I really like, kind of transformation scenes. If you guys have ever seen an American Werewolf in London, I haven't seen the full movie, but watch the transformation scene in that movie. It's absolutely brilliant for a movie that came out so long ago. But even so, man, this looks absolutely insane. And just the scale of these guys, it's ridiculous. As he flies off. Little silhouette in the back there. Everyone getting hit by a bit of rubble. Yeah, off he goes. Jesus, oh my god, I didn't realise he had to go through that much. He's had to burst through the whole fucking place. Man, I think these chapters deserve a little round of applause, don't they? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Some of these drawings were ridiculous. It's amazing how people can draw stuff like this, isn't it? Like one person. What's that? A demon? Nah, it's just a bat. That's the thing. If this did happen back in these days, people would be like, oh no, it's just a bat just flying out. It does look a little bit like a bat. I like bats as well. Again, I like pretty much every type of animal except for cats, which I don't really hate, but I don't really like. And I like again, I don't like flies, but mice are okay, I guess. And sometimes when they're not little vermin, not American rats. Death? You mean I'm going to die? Again, the scale of this is again just ridiculous. Again, it's just amazing how he scales this guy perfectly every time, makes him exactly the right size to make him absolutely massive in terms of comparing him to this, whatever this is. It almost looks like a lighthouse, but I'm almost 100% sure they don't have lighthouses in these times. A kind of watch point, I guess, in comparison to this kind of watch point. Making him look small because obviously he's flying away, but again, just making him look absolutely massive in comparison to these buildings and these tiny, tiny people we see here that look like insects. Amazing. Very smart, that's the thing. as well as talent, there's a lot of smart thought that goes into these drawings, isn't there? Again, I'm no expert, but even I can fucking see that. Griffith! Griffith! Hang on. You okay, Captain? Yeah, guess so. You're lucky to be alive. Forget that. How's Griffith? Don't you touch Griffith. Casca really is fucking Karen at the minute, isn't she, in this story? She doesn't really have any redeeming factors, to be honest, up to this point, has she? In the manga. Really is a Karen. Don't you touch Griffith. It's your fault. This would never have happened to Griffith if it weren't for you. I think she's right. Oh, and that is the end of the chapter, unfortunately. What is this artwork about then? Oh, it's the same shot as what we saw earlier. Spoiling myself a little bit, but damn. It really does look great in this shot though. Except for the tears, of course. But yeah, she's right. It's your fault. This never would have happened to Griffith if it weren't for you. If Guts didn't ever... Again, she is right. If Guts never went in there, I don't think Griffith would ever go in there, to be fair. The rest of his men weren't worth saving at all, I don't think. But because it was Guts that went in there, he had to go in there and save him, no matter what the consequences, no matter how many of his men died and how badly injured he got. And just shows how much value Guts has to him. But again, wow, these chapters are brilliant. Again, another really beautiful artwork here. Again, I love how Casca's drawn here. She's drawn in quite a few different. Oh, I'm not really sure about say variations, but she looks different quite often, doesn't she? So does every character, to be honest. To an extent, they all look like themselves. You can very much tell who it is easily, but sometimes their face does change a little bit. So I don't mind all that much, of course. Yeah, she looks great here. But like I said, she hasn't really had any redeeming qualities yet, has she? But again, these chapters were insane. These chapters were insane. We an overload of these big artworks, an overload of them, and they were all fucking sick. Every page has something insane on it. Every page, man. Pick out some of my favourites. Of course, this is definitely one of them. This was funny. I like this one as well a lot. Guts by himself. This one was sick. The team up, even if it was very short. Again, at this point, it's crazy that this is just standard when it's an absolute masterpiece. But that's just standard in what these couple chapters were. This was really nice as well. I think my absolute favourites of this whole Zodd, Nosferatu Zodd chapters came in this one though. Again, look how we started it. Started it absolutely amazing. This as well. The face and expression and Guts. This was again another one of my favourites here. The expression again. I'm a person that really loves expressions and emotions being conveyed through anime and such. That's one of my favourite parts about it in general. Obviously, things that hit me emotionally are the most kind of what's left the most impact on me and what I remember most, more than the kind of details and such and the message. Is how I felt during watching an anime or reading a manga at that time that kind of leaves the most lasting impression on me and what I kind of rate the anime by. Personally, again, I know that other people definitely will have a different way of kind of rating stuff, but yeah, it's just when they convey it as well as this, especially through manga, because that's another reason why I don't really get along with manga. It's harder to convey the kind of emotions and such, I think, anyway, and this just does an absolutely amazing job of it, again, especially with an animal type creature having these expressions. I imagine that's so difficult. So difficult. Because in real life, you never see animals with these expressions. They've all got pretty much the same face the whole time. Or they have a normal face, or they have a pained face. So drawing the sheer amount for Zodd today was just crazy. Sheer amount of expressions he went through. This was another sick one right here. Again, this is one. There was just too many, wasn't there? This guy getting squished as well. But yeah, there was way too many. This one was another really good one. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, some crazy artwork today. Again, these are probably some of my favourite chapters in the whole story so far, just in terms of artwork alone. Don't get me wrong, the story was good. Obviously nothing kind of masterpiece worthy or anything. It was just a fight versus and some kind of foundations kind of laid for later on as well, but mostly it was just a fight versus this giant demon. And again, the artwork was absolutely insane. Some of the best artwork I think I've ever seen. Let me know what you guys thought about these chapters though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy this video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back next Monday with what is this one called? The Master of the Sword. And it looks like it might be kind of picking off exactly where we left off. So yeah, hopefully you can join me for that. Again, let me know what you guys thought about these amazing chapters down in the comment section, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.